After you add in a client, you may need to enter in more than just the IFTA license and DOT numbers. Your client may have a lot of permits, and this is where they go to enter those. I'm just going to click Add New to see all the kinds of information the website's going to store for each of my clients' permits. Now the first thing we want to know is what kind of permit is getting put in. We can only have one of each kind of permit, so I'm going to start with my New Mexico permit. First I'll put in the account number. And now New Mexico doesn't need secondary account numbers or electronic filing numbers, so I'll leave those alone. Each state is different though, and each state is building its own e-file system, so we like to have a space for it. The business name is already here because I entered that in when I added this client. And now the login and password. Each of my customers has their own New Mexico account, but they still want me to e-file for them. And that means I have a lot of logins and passwords to remember. So this system is going to help me keep track of that, and it'll provide it when it's time to e-file the New Mexico for this client. Makes it real easy. And this especially comes in handy because I've got too many logins and passwords of my own to remember without needing to remember them for my clients too. So I'm just going to put this in, and we can move on to the next one. Reporting frequency. So this, I know New Mexico is a quarterly report, so I'm going to enter that in. And New Mexico is renewed annually, so I'm going to enter that in. And I like to keep track of when I received permits as well. So this guy got his permit in January of 2010. And then of course the expiration is December 31st. There's also a spot in here for notes. For example, this guy changes his login and password all the time and he doesn't tell me. So I like to double check with him before I log in. Now each different permit type offers the exact same profile information. So when I click Save, I can see all the basics at a glance. And that's how the permit screen works.